man, CCH has come a long way from those early days, and I'm proud to say I was and am a part of it. In the beginning, Tri-State Christian Fellowship just had that family feeling. It was a place to be with friends and be encouraged by one another. I want to say to everyone that's here that you've been a part of that. You made a difference in my life, and we're still making a difference today.
I am forever grateful for CCH and the impact it has had on my life. I came to the United States in 1994 to go to college. I came from Africa, and I ended up in Angola, Indiana. And so I knew nobody for states around me. Within the first few weeks of being on campus, I was introduced to CCH. I was invited to CCH. So I would go. Every Tuesday night, we would have a home-cooked meal from the local churches, which is probably what kept bringing me back over and over every week. But over time, I noticed something different in the people around me, in the students around me, in Randy and Andy, and in the other adults that were involved with the ministry at the time, the local church members that would come and be part of it and everything. And so over time, the questions came up and we would talk and debate and things like that. And in 1995, I was baptized at Lake James because of CCH, because of the impact of that ministry.
I was incredibly impacted by the campus house in my 4 years spending there on campus, whether it was through worship, whether it was through friendships, or whether it was through mission trips that we took together. I was able to grow in my faith, grow in my relationship with Christ, and really lean into those times in my college years that set me up for that relationship further down into my life. Thank you again for everything you invested in me and the students that came after me.
When I left high school, I thought that college and adult life would provide all the answers that I was looking for. By the time my junior year rolled around, I had started to realize that that was just not going to happen, and I found myself in a place of being willing to honestly investigate Christianity for the first time in my life. God used CCH to teach and disciple me during that important time, and opened my eyes to truth and changed my life, changed the path that I was on forever. I will always be grateful to CCH for being there, welcoming me with open arms, and helping me build a firm foundation with which to launch out into the world with my new identity in Christ.
I arrived on campus like many students when you are on your own for the first time and can continue to grow in the faith you've grown up in, or drift away quietly. But the CCH community met me where I was and helped me make my faith my own and grow in it. It wasn't just a ministry, it was a living picture of the hands and feet of Christ. What marked me the most was the way this community consistently showed up. I remember students driving hours on a school night just to stand beside me at a family member's funeral. I remember impromptu gatherings thrown together simply to lift someone's spirits. Those weren't rare moments, they were the culture. CCH met students like me exactly where we were and created a space where faith could be deepened or even grown for the first time. And that impact came through the people. RAs who genuinely cared about freshmen and checked in on them, wanting to see them get plugged in. Staff members who invested in us as individuals and brought us into their families. And a community that made encouragement a habit. As we celebrate 4 decades of ministry, I'm grateful not just for the impact CCH had on my life, but for the countless lives it has shaped through simple, consistent, and Christ-centered community. Its legacy is written in stories like mine and the many more that are still being formed.
The authentic relationships that I got to make while at the CCH was the most important to me. And that's just really starting out with move-in weekend and being invited to the Sunday morning worship service on campus. And that was the turning point for my faith. That was me going from the coattails of my parents' faith to taking true ownership of it on in my own walk. And so I'm grateful for that, and just continuing that over the years with fall retreats to mission trips to being involved in an accountability group with other great men that were challenging me and wanting me to be better and growing in my faith. And so there's those types of relationships with the friends that I made over the years, I think that were the most impactful and meaningful to me.
Yeah, I think for me, what CCH means most to me is that it showed me a foundation and an introduction to what it means to be a true Christ follower, what it means to understand the Bible and live it out authentically. The CCH gave me a safe space to ask any questions I had or to wrestle with any doubts that I was having about Christianity in general. And there was always someone to talk to who truly cared about you and was there to encourage you in a non-judgmental way. So that was something really unique that stuck out to me and I really appreciated. One of my favorite memories is I got baptized at fall retreat, and looking back, that's such a special memory because God had really done a lot in me to grow me and to shape me, and that was just a culmination of it all. So looking back, that's a really special time in my life. And something cool is actually Zach and my roommate Olivia got to baptize me. So that's really special and something I appreciated about CCH and all they had invested in me up to that point.
CCH has impacted my life in many ways. One in particular that I could think of was when I first started college, I was really worried that I was going to be one of those people that you hear of that lose their faith when they go to college. And I didn't want that to be me. Luckily, getting involved with CCH helped me to avoid that very thing. That helped me not only just like to keep my faith going, but for me to grow in my faith more. And also to help me gain a heart for ministry, for service, and for sharing the gospel with others in so many different ways, which are all just things that have carried over into my life today. I'm very, very grateful for it.
CCH has impacted me very similarly in that going to college is a pivotal time for students finding themselves, transitioning further into adulthood, and it provided me something I didn't know I needed, which was saving me from the sins that I was in, showing me how to abide in Christ and who that is in the first place. It allowed me to make friendships that I still have today. The retreats, the ministry opportunities, all enabled us as students and even classmates I had that are non-Christians to further develop our faith, hold each other accountable, and those students that started out as non-Christians are some of the people that are on staff today. So the miraculous ways that God works through this ministry and has over the past years and will continue through the years is something not to be overlooked, and it's something that has truly shaped our life and how we lead our careers today and found our own churches beyond graduation. So thank you, CCH.
Number one, family. We had a large community of friends there that all had the same values and shared the same beliefs and shared just care and joy and laughter with everyone. And it was such an amazing group of friends. And CCH really allowed me to start to understand what it meant to implement my faith in my everyday life as an adult, and to finally show how that impacts decisions we make and how we believe. And to this day, I still play bass guitar for my church, something that I started doing freshman year at CCH on Tuesday night worship. So thank you for 40 years of CCH, and I look forward to so many more.